Hello everyone, myself Sridevi. I am pursuing BE in Electrical and Electronics Engineering, Jain Institute of Technology, Davangere. I am here explaining about my internship project IoT based home automation system. The internship was provided by the Emertxe Information Technologies, Bengaluru. The contents included in the PPT are topics we have learned during the internship, what is IoT, IoT architecture, what is embedded system, about the details of Arduino IDE, Pixim Lab and Blink application, about the project, conclusion, implementation. In the implementation, we will be seeing about the demo of the project. First, coming to the topics that we have learned during the internship, we have learned about C programming, C++ programming, and what is IoT and embedded system and all. In the C programming, we have learned about the basic data types, operators, arrays, pointers, and functions, storage classes, preprocessor directives, and header files. In C++ programming, we have learned about basic OOPS concept, access specifiers, polymorphism. Just coming to what is meant by IoT. IoT is shaping the way we live our lives. IoT is a system of interrelated devices connected to the internet to transfer the data from one to the other. Nowadays, IoTs are used in many applications like IoT in the agriculture, in smart home vehicles, etc. IoT devices are classified into two types, namely general devices and the sensing devices. The general devices are the heaters, refrigerators, alarms, etc. And the sensing devices are the sensors like LM35 temperature sensor, LDR sensor, etc. Next, coming to the architecture of the IoT. IoT architecture is the framework for many devices to be connected. In this, we have three layers, that is the perception layer, network layer, and the application layer. In the perception layer, the devices will get connected to the network through the gateway, where the information will be processed and given to the cloud. In the cloud, both the storage and processing unit will be accessed, and further actions are performed on the collected data for further learning and the interfaces. This is about the IoT architecture. Using these IoTs in our daily life. Next, coming to the embedded system. What is embedded system? It is a combination of hardware and software that is designed to perform the specific function. The categories included in the embedded system are standalone embedded system, real-time embedded system, networked embedded system, and many more. It has three parts, that is the software, firmware, and the hardware. It has peripherals such as the serial communication interface, multimedia cards, universal serial bus, etc. The general components which are used in the embedded system are the microcontrollers, microprocessors, SOCs, that is the system on chip, etc., that are used to design and carry out the specific computations in the embedded system. These embedded systems are used to control many devices, for example, the TVs, house appliances, aeroplanes, etc. Next, coming to the explanation about the Arduino IDE, Pixim Lab, and the Blink application which we have used in our project. The Arduino IDE, Arduino Integrated Development Environment, or the Arduino software that contains a text editor to write the program, and the open, save, verify, upload, new. These are all the options we are having in our Arduino IDE software, and menu bar, serial monitor will be there. Next, coming to the Pixim Lab, it means Programmable IC Simulator Laboratory. It's a real-time emulator of development boards with integrated Arduino IDE. It supports devices that can be connected to the boards for the simulation. This is the Pixim Lab. Next, about the Blink application. Blink is a platform for development of the smartphone application that work with a wide range of microcontrollers, Arduinos, etc. Mobile programming is not required in the Blink application. Further moving to the detailed explanation about the project, the objective of this project is to implement a low-cost, reliable and scalable home automation system that can be used to remotely switch on or switch off any household appliances using the Arduino, PiximLab and the Blink application. Home automation is building automation for a home called a smart home. A home automation system will monitor and control the home attributes such as many appliances in the home. That is, the control is taken using the Blink app. The Arduino UNO and Ethernet shield is used here. The Arduino UNO is an open source microcontroller board that can be integrated into a variety of electronic projects. The Ethernet shield is a technology of connecting the devices in a wide local area network. Further moving on to the functioning of the project, here in our project we are controlling mainly three devices, that is the garden light, temperature system and the water tank. Garden light control. In our IoT home automation system, we included the controlling garden light that functioned on the LDR sensor and the intensity of light dependent on the amount of sunlight received. If there was no sunlight, the LED would switch on, and if there was good amount of sunlight, the LED will go off. Next, we controlled the temperature system including heater and cooler, which would function sensing the temperature around it. If the temperature would rise above 35 degrees Celsius, the heater would turn off automatically and we will receive a notification on our Blink app that the heater is turned off. And also the temperature will be displayed on the CLCD, that is the liquid crystal display. Finally, we controlled the water tank system where we had inlet and outlet valve. If the water level of the tank goes below 2000 liters, we will receive notification on our Blink app that the water level is below 2000 liters and the inlet valve will automatically turn on. This will also be displayed on the CLCD, that is the liquid crystal display. This represents the overall connection of the home automation system, where the LDR and LED is connected to the Arduino, which represents the garden light control, and the temperature system, Ethernet shield, CLCD for the display, and these are controlled by the Blink app. This represents the temperature control system connection. And in case of the temperature system, if we are having the serial tank, that represents the water tank control system. The figure represents the spare parts which were used in the PiximLab, that is the CLCD and the LED, temperature LM35 sensor, LDR and the Ethernet shield. This represents the garden light control system when the LDR is low. When the LDR value is less, that LED will be blinking. And this represents that when the LDR value will be high, the LED will not blink, that is, it will be turned off. And this also represents about the temperature control system, where the temperature is controlled using the Blink app. If the temperature is raised above 35, the heater will be turned off. Moving on to the next slide, it represents about the water tank control. If the volume of the water is 2000 liters and above, the inlet valve will be switched off, and if the volume of the water is 2000 liter and below, the inlet valve will be switched on. The switch on and switch off of the water level will be controlled by the Blink app. Coming to the conclusion, using Blink IoT application and the PiximLab simulator, we simulated the home automation where the LED temperature system serial tank resembles the light, heater, cooler and the water tank in the real time. CLCD acts like a dashboard used for displaying the events Widgets from Blink IoT app like button widgets are used to control the heater, cooler and inlet valve, outlet valve. Gauge widgets to display the temperature and volume of the water is used. I would like to thank Emertxe for helping me to understand about the IoT and for making the home automation project successful. Further, moving on to the demo of the project. So this is the old code of the project. Further moving, this is the Pixim lab where the spare parts are working after uploading the code. This is the water tank which is currently full. Now I will be controlling this with the Blink app. I just mirror screened my mobile so we can see the Blink app. If we turn on the cooler will turn on. If I turn on the heater gets on. And the cooler will be off. We can see the rise in temperature. The temperature above 35 degrees Celsius, the heater will off and we will receive the notification on the Blink application. Now we will function the tap to the volume system. Our tank is currently full, so we will switch on the outlet valve. The volume gets decreased, we can see. As soon as the volume decreases below 2000 liters, we will get the notification that the volume is below 2000 liters and the water inflow is enabled. Now seeing the functioning of LED, if the LDR value is high, that depicts the lot of darkness is present and LED is on. If we decrease the LDR value, it depicts that there is the presence of sunlight and the LED will turn off. This is about my project. Thank you so much.